Welcome back, horror fans, cinephiles, and giallo enthusiasts. This is Tanner Leeser, your host for all things giallo here on The King in Giallo. Our next stop on our journey through giallo cinema is the fourth giallo film from Silvio Amadio, Smile Before Death, released on May 4th, 1972. Well, let's waste no time and get right into it. Here is Smile Before Death, Overview. Smile Before Death, or Il sorriso della iena, translated literally as Smile of the Hyena, is an Italian production directed by Silvio Amadio, who also co-wrote the film along with Francesco Villa. Music is composed by Roberto Pregadio, billed as Bob Dearmont. The cast is comprised of Jenny Tamburi, billed as Luciana della Robbia as Nancy Thompson, Silvano Tranquilli as Marco, Rosalba Neri as Gianna, and Hiram Keller as Paolo. The plot of the movie follows Nancy, who goes to visit her mother Dorothy, hoping to potentially reconcile their estranged relationship. When she arrives, she discovers that her mother has, according to the police investigation, slashed her own throat after locking herself in the bedroom. Immediately, Nancy meets her stepfather Marco's longtime mistress, Gianna, a photographer. Nancy, as well as the maid Magda, refuse to believe the official police narrative and suspect the couple of foul play. Nancy then endeavors to find out all she can from the two of them using her charms while trying to play the two against one another. Silvio Amadio returns to familiar territory in Smile Before Death, revisiting the erotic thriller territory he explored in Amok, 1972. Thankfully, that proves to be a strong foundation, as Smile Before Death is another delightfully sleazy slice of giallo melodrama with plenty to admire. While the premise may feel conventional at first glance, Amadio and his collaborators steer the narrative in unexpected directions, culminating in a final twist that lands effectively. The world of the film is steeped in cynicism. No character is entirely trustworthy, and even the ostensible protagonist is morally murky. That lack of a true anchor might distance some viewers emotionally, but that's not the point. Amadio relishes the slow unspooling of betrayals, and the real pleasure comes from watching a cast of selfish, manipulative figures implode as their fragile web of lies unravels. It's also another clear step forward in Amadio's development as a genre filmmaker, compared to his earlier Assassination in Rome 1965, which suffered from sluggish pacing and too much tourism promo footage. Smile Before Death is briskly paced and packed with twists, eroticism, and betrayal. It may not reach the delirious heights of Amok, but it makes for a fitting companion piece, filled with intrigue and sleaze in equal measure. Character development isn't the film's strong suit, but the cast works with their archetypes effectively. Nancy, played by Jenny Tamburi, credited here as Luciana della Robbia, is a particularly unique central figure, not because she's sympathetic, but because she isn't. Her flirtatious behavior with her stepfather borders on disturbing, and her cold, manipulative nature makes her more venomous than vulnerable. Meanwhile, Marco and Gianna, Silvano Tranquilli and Rosalba Neri respectively, are transparent in their duplicity, both clearly enticed by the much younger Nancy. Their lascivious behavior sets the stage for disaster, but how that disaster plays out is far less predictable than it seems. Visually, the film has a slightly rough, low-budget appearance, though that perception was likely made worse by poor-quality home video editions in circulation for years. Fortunately, Arrow Video's Giallo Essentials Black Edition includes a much-needed Blu-ray restoration that brings out the film's strengths. Amadio's direction is workmanlike but effective, and even if the obligatory lesbian interlude between Nancy and Gianna doesn't rival the steamy scene from Amok, it still delivers its share of exploitative appeal. The movie kicks off with an immediate jolt. Nancy's mother, in the film's opening scene, recoils in visceral, convulsive terror as her throat is slashed, setting the tone for the psychosexual unraveling to come. One tonal oddity is Roberto Pregadio's score. Catchy, memorable, and wildly out of step with the grim content it accompanies. Jenny Tamburi anchors the film as Nancy, delivering a potent blend of wide-eyed innocence and predatory cunning. Born Luciana Tamburini in 1952, Tamburi made her film debut in 1970 and quickly carved out a niche in Italian erotic and thriller cinema. She went on to appear in Fernando de Leo's The Seduction, 1973, Sergio Martino's The Suspicious Death of a Minor, 1975, and Lucio Fulci's The Psychic, 1977. After leaving acting in the mid-1980s, she found success as a casting director before passing away in 2006 at just 53 years old. Silvano Tranquilli and Rosalba Neri, both giallo stalwarts, bring the right degree of decadence and sleaze to their roles, while Hiram Keller, best known for his lead in Fellini Satyricon, 1969, turns in a brief but competent performance as the mysterious lover of Nancy's deceased mother. It's not a showcase role for Keller, and it marks a period of decline for the actor, who would later play a more prominent part in 7 Deaths in the Cat's Eyes, 1973, before he passed away in 1997 at the age of 52. A little bit of fun fact trivia for the movie: the theme that crossed the Atlantic. The film's main theme, composed by Roberto Pregadio and featuring vocals by Ada Delorso, gained unexpected fame in the United States decades after the movie's release. The track, known as Iena Sequence, was featured in a 2001 Honda Civic commercial titled Cut It Out, introducing the haunting melody to a new generation of listeners.
It has a flat rear floor, so there's more room for your legs, which may or may not be a good thing.
Joey, cut it out!
Introducing the all-new Civic from Honda. Amazing the truth.
Thank you for watching this overview video. As of the time of recording this, Smile Before Death can be found on YouTube. Stay tuned for my unscripted movie review for Smile Before Death, as well as the Jolly Tally. Comment your predictions for the AZ score for the movie and the final Jolly Tally score. Thank you very, very much for your continued support. This is Tanner Leeser for The King in Giallo, and if nothing else, I'll see you next time.